What? Things that are what? Hoped for. That's the spring. And the evidence of things not seen. The Bible also says in Romans 4, I believe it is, that he hoped against hope. So there comes a point in your faith or in your walk where it looks even impossible, and even against the impossibility, you still see hope in the hopelessness. I can find hope in the hopelessness. I can find help in the helplessness. Because the very thing that becomes the cancer carries within it the cure. The very thing that is giving you the drama, how you spell drama?
D-R-A-M-A.
I see ram in drama.
Yes, right in the middle.
There's a ram right in the middle of the drama. A ram in the bush. And so God wants you to know that in the midst of your chaos is the answer. The very serpents that were biting the people was the serpent God told them to lift up and let the people look on that which has bitten them. Now they'll live. So God seems to enjoy the fact that we are looking for the hope in the hopelessness. We can find help in the helplessness. We can find joy in the thing that seems to be putting hurt in place. Okay, read on.
Do you desire more money? Then give more of what you have for the benefit of others, and it will be returned to you in overflowing measure. Do you desire more wisdom? Then counsel with those who need your encouragement, according to your present level of understanding, and your path will be illumined with the wisdom of spirit. Do you desire greater health? Then see every individual only as the perfect being of God, recognizing nothing but radiant wholeness in every person, regardless of appearances. Through this highest vision, you will be seeing yourself, and your body will respond accordingly. Give more of yourself and gain God in the exchange. The secret of mastery is truly in the giving.
Wow. Say with me, the secret of mastery, is truly in the giving. Which also brings us to another point here that's very powerful, is that whatever is giving you drama is the thing you are called to master. And you know what else I want to say about that drama? Because in the middle of that drama, I said is what? A ram. So the drama is just a bush. Your drama is just a bush that is hiding the ram. Now, if I was to go even deeper into this, I would even take you on a journey that sometimes you don't know that you are the star in the show because something else is reflecting or demonstrating an eclipse. Like right now, if my thumb was over my eye, let me close one eye. Right now I can see the whole room. But if I put my thumb over my eye, I would start to think that the world was a thumb. And sometimes your calamity is eclipsing your perception. And you start seeing the world as that which is standing before your very eye. And that's why as prophets and seers, we got to see beyond the eclipse. So you got to see beyond the eclipse. Because see, that eclipse can color your world in such a way that if I put this book in front of my eye, I would think the whole world is a book. And that would become my whole reference, and I would miss out on the joys of all the things that I'm supposed to be experiencing. And some of us have things in our life that are reflectors that we've allowed to be in our eye. Just like a bad relationship. A woman can have a bad relationship with a man. She'll judge all men from the relationship of that one man. All men now fits the label of the one experience that she had with her father, or the one experience. And see, what happens here is that you've got to know how to move past. Because some people are stuck in a past experience, or stuck in a moment of yesterday, yesteryear, or yesterdecade. And when you're stuck in a moment, that experience can start to hold you hostage and keep you from experiencing the joys of life. I mean, look at the things of the transitions we've gone through here. And they were really things where people says, you can't do that. How are you going to be able to do this? You can't. You can't have a church. You don't want to go from 500 people in your church to 20 people in your church. You can't do that. How are you going to survive? See, and what happens is, if you don't watch it, you'll find yourself being held hostage. Next thing you know, you start finding yourself doing things you can't do. Like people say, how can you just relocate from New York to Atlanta? How can you can't do that. Why can't I? Well, you have to. You don't have to do anything. See, life is made in such a way that if you don't believe the illusion, you can have a new experience. In anything that you walk through, that's why you have the divine selection. And you can select, and you can elect, and you can move forward with great joy. So, the secret of mastery is truly in giving. What you're willing to walk away from will now determine what you're ready to walk into. Okay, read on.
Principle number 6. The law of desire must seek self-unity.
Good. The law of desire must seek self-unity. I want anyone to type that in. The law of desire must seek self-unity. Because until you come as one within the self, there is no expression or no demonstration of the success that will begin coming into your life. Read on.
A student asked the teacher, why can't I make myself persist toward a desired goal?
Okay, now we're going to look at something here that Vernon Howard begins to share with us. And this is a very powerful thought. So now the student asked the teacher, why can't I make myself persist towards a desired goal? So there's a reason why you cannot get that desired goal. Read on.
The teacher answered, because you wrongly assume that the self which decides upon the goal will be the same self in command a week later.
Uh-oh. Now, I'm going to let you think about that for a moment. Why can't a person persist? Because, see, the self I am, I'll go back. The self that I was in, when did you come to the church, Prophetess Cynthia?
About 96 or 97.
Okay. Now, my 1996 self, would you say is different from my 2007 self?
Oh, definitely. I'm not the same person.
Now, when you met the 1996 E. Bernard Jordan, what was different about the E. Bernard Jordan of 1996 that you saw versus the E. Bernard Jordan of 2007?
I remember meeting you at one of the conferences, and and even the way the services are conducted. You know, we went to we're right now at a very, very strong teaching ministry. And a lot of the things that were done in the past, it was kind of a combination. We were easing into it, but we still had some traditional things. We had the choir.